We test material on the inbound side. We run inorganics, all kinds of different tests, including radiation. Radiation is also checked at the pad before the material comes in. Before the material even arrives at our facility, we have analytical that essentially tells us what is the true character of this material before it comes into our facility and is processed. Once processed, again, a battery of tests is run on that processed material. Not only is it permit-required testing, but also site-specific testing is run on this particular material. In addition to the site-specific testing to make sure it can go to an Act 2 site, we also run SPLP testing, which is essentially checking the material to ensure that nothing leaches out of this material before it arrives at its destination facility. So, you know, at our facility, there's a whole battery of tests that are done.
Looking at it right now, you know, from my standpoint, you know, we have the phase 1 approved, and we're moving to, moving to phase 2. But phase 2 is really going to tell us very specifically, give us some type of information for us to say, look, it either works or this doesn't work. We're asking for additional requirements in phase 2. Before we were asking for total analyses plus physical testing like compaction testing, such things like that. We're actually moving into the phase 2. We're going to look at leachate analysis. Does it have potential, even though it meets our criteria for dry weight analysis, does it have a potential to adversely affect surface water or groundwater?
Yes or no question. Are you going to test my well before you start and while you're doing it and when you're done? I got lots of neighbors. They're within 200 yards, 100 yards of where you're going to put this thing. We all have the same concern.
We can look into it. We'll look into it. Okay?
But the solution to pollution is not dilution on a pristine plateau looking over Pine Creek. You're using heavy metal and contaminated soil because the Marcellus Shale has locked in for eons, for millions of years, metals and things that aren't normally on the surface of our Earth, of our planet Earth, where we grow our food, where our children play. Aluminum, arsenic, iron, I guess that's pretty harmless, mercury. The arsenic total for one batch was 21.4. That is within the regulated fill, but clean is 12. So you're double the limits on clean fill. We look at the airport as a clean site. Now I know the other day there was some laughter saying agricultural land is as dirty as any industrial land, and that's a sad commentary on modern agriculture. But it's not a laughing matter in this county. The farmers that are using herbicides and pesticides to try and make a living are at least doing it for production, for their livelihood. This is a gratuitous use, as Allison said, with an amount 6 times the biggest project you've ever done before on a plateau over Pine Creek.